All right, welcome back to the main event. And I think it's been like 3 weeks since the last episode. Last time we had an episode was like Dial before we played SHG. So it's been a while, but it's like episode 5, 6, or 7, something like that. Don't laugh, Colton.
All right.
And I've got two very special guests with me today. I've got my coach, Coach Hawkins, and I have senior basketball player Colton Hawkins. So say what's up, guys.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man? Thanks for having us.
Of course, it's an honor. It's an honor to have you two on here. So, first thing on the agenda, I want to talk about start to the season. 5-0, 4 wins in the Trico tournament. Big one against Vienna at Vienna. So, I just want to ask. I mean, what do you guys? What's been the most enjoyable part of the season so far for you guys?
Go ahead.
To me, just we never came out of the Trico tournament lossless. So I mean, just
It's a fair way of saying that we've always blown it in that tournament.
Yes,
I mean,
yes, yeah,
every
yeah.
single year, it's just some random school that beats us.
so coming out of that one with a little plaque, that one helps. So
That was very nice. We didn't blow it to what was it, Steelville last year, Redbud year before.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we haven't had the best of the starts of the season, so I think it's big for our guys. We got a bunch of young guys playing a bunch of minutes this year, so if you can have some success early, I think that helps things. And then obviously to go on the road and win at Vienna, which is a game that mattered for EHT seeding and also mattered for regional seeding when it comes in February. So yeah, we're happy with where we're at. We also understand we have a lot of work to do.
do have a lot of work to do. And one thing you did touch on, young players. I mean, we've only got 2 starters returning from last year, and then I think, is it 2 guys in total that played?
Yeah, obviously with both of you guys back as starters, Marion played last year. Zach Snow got minutes last year. Johnny Miller got limited minutes last year. That's it, right?
I think that's it.
So then you add, we're playing 3 sophomores quite a bit. I think Dante Wilson has been really good through the first 5
Agree with
games, getting first action of varsity basketball. So the best thing about the start of the season is I think that we're one of the teams that will continue to improve as the season goes because of our lack of experience. We're going to get better as the season goes, and there's a lot of teams in the area that can't say that.
I agree with that. And then I'm speaking for the people here. A lot of people are confused. We play in Trico. I like it a lot. It's a lot of teams we don't see. It's a lot of new faces, and it kind of just helps us to get like acclimated. It's like a little warm up for the season. And when I say warm up, it's not easy games. Like I said, we always blow it every year, but it's like new faces, guys can get adjusted. And I really like that. And big news yesterday, EHT seed meeting. We tried scheduling this pod yesterday, but Coach Hawk was at the seed meeting and forgot about it. So thank you, Coach Hawkins. But came out of it with the 1 seed. What's 2 out of the last 3 years you've been the 1 seed now. So that's huge news. You get to play the 8:30 game day after Christmas. It's awesome.
Yes, that's the best way to get to celebrate our Christmas vacation is we're up and early on the 26th. But we were the 1 seed 2 years ago, and I think we were the first 1 seed in several years to get beat in the quarterfinals. We got beat by the 8 seed in Harrisburg in the quarterfinals, and then last year we're the 2 seed and make it to the finals. So that, like what we tell our players all the time, is that number beside your name in the bracket really doesn't matter. And I think we have some past experiences with that. And again, it's one game at a time. It's one day, and you can only control the one game that you're going to play. We're going to play. There's going to be 9 games the first day. We play one of them. That's the only one we can control, and that has to be our mindset as we go through that weekend.
And I've always enjoyed the EHT. It's always been such a great time. But that's always been one of my fondest moments playing high school basketball. And Colton, about you, like I said, I love the EHT. Is there any other specific like moments, tournaments, games you're looking forward to this year that you've really enjoyed in the past, or just overall fun moments in high school?
I mean, the postseason's always fun.
Postseason's
always it's up there with the EHT. The EHT is fun because there's 4,500 people there.
It's no matter who it is either. People just show up. It's the EHT.
Yeah. So regionals are always fun. We haven't got past it in 2 years, whatever. But so if we break through, hopefully the sectionals are better.
Heck yeah. And then would have been nice last year, sectionals at our place, but again, haven't break through in 2 years now.
Right. And a lot of it is what you do early will affect your seeding in the EHT, and then that affects your path that you have in the EHT, and a lot of times will affect your success that you have in the EHT. And then shortly after that, we come into seeding for the midwinter tournament, which is going to affect the HT play will affect your BIT seeding, which will affect the route you have or the bracket you have in the BIT. So a lot of it, we don't put a whole lot of stock in winning early. We put a lot of stock in getting better early, but those early games play a major role in what happens with your postseason seeding. And last year, I really thought since we beat Harrisburg the night before the seed meeting, I thought that would adjust the seeds a little bit, and then that has us taking a different route. Instead of playing Benton, you're playing Murfreesboro or Massac in a regional championship as opposed to one of the best teams in Southern Illinois. And so I think we have to understand the significance of every game going forward and the route that it plays once you get into the postseason.
I agree with that, especially early in the season. All these little games matter. I mean, the seed meeting, every team's played like 5 or 6 games, 5 or 6 or 7 games or something like that. That's the second one. I'm on fire. Holy crap. But, I mean, we've barely played any games, and so every little mistake counts. What do you think has set us apart in the 5 games that we've played from all these other teams? Like, it's not like we're just shooting the cover off the ball. I mean, we're doing something setting us apart. What do you think it is?
I'll let him answer.
Yeah, I got this one. I think this is by far the team I played on that plays the hardest. Like last year we played hard when we had to. We weren't like 32 minutes a game. We weren't just diving on the floor the whole time.
I thought we came out flat a lot of the time last year. Like especially out of like breaks and stuff. That I think people who watch us, that's what they'd say. We'd come out flat.
Yeah. So I think just starting off the game. I mean, the second quarter hasn't been the best to us this year, but every other moment, I feel like we're always on the floor. We're always playing harder than we have been the last few years.
I think last year was kind of an anomaly, and we had a group that the group that we started with in November was not the group we thought we were going to have in November or in June. And when we lost Drew, that shifted a lot of things, and it shifted people to playing different roles. And that took a little bit of time. We had 2 sophomore guards that had never played varsity basketball. You being
one of those is like a really awesome guy. Like
yes,
the podcast.
really good. Has really good hair and dresses really well. But the acclimation from freshman basketball or JV basketball to varsity basketball is tough, especially when you not prepared for it at all. And so that was part of our slow start. Not having Drew from having his leadership and being on the floor, but having a senior who had been through the battles. And Colton had played with Drew since they were about 10, and they had a really good combination, and they played well and fed well off each other. Well, now that's gone. So now you lose your kind of your leader, but not only your emotional leader, but also your leader as a basketball player. And so people had to take different roles, and it took a while for us to get to that point. But I think the thing that separates us apart right now is I think you guys were both right, is how hard we play. And we've had bodies all over the floor. We've had big leads in the first quarter, in the first half of each game. And I think the next step for us is we kind of lose focus when we get that big lead is keeping the same sense of urgency to go finish out that half or go finish off that game. And the good part about it is we're in those situations that we've built up big leads. Now we just have to be able to play a little bit better with those big leads.
I agree with that. And like you said about losing Drew, that was really big. But last year, me and Colton both never really had to like be that lead ball handler because we always had Drew right there.
Right. And it was not just last year. I mean, that's the way that you guys had grown up, and you never had to be the man. And now all of a sudden you're playing varsity basketball and you're really not sure what's going on, and you have a greater responsibility, and it takes time. I mean, it takes time, and there's no doubt we got better as the season went on. We won 8 straight games in February, getting into the postseason, and that's when we were playing our best basketball.
100%. And I think this year another big thing is, like I said, like me and Colton, we've been through it for a year now, and I think though we're playing a lot of young guys, I think our guard play and our older guys are a little bit more experienced. I think that's kind of helping us a little bit, like weathering like the runs that someone will go on, like Colton said, second quarters, which have not been nice to us at all. But like weather and those runs, I feel like that's another big thing we got to focus on.
I feel like we're really good at like calming a storm. Like Jabot, first game of the year, they came out and it was 8-0.
Good Lord, I was scared for a couple seconds there.
I was nervous. But we came out after that timeout and we just kind of battled back because we've all been there. We have a lot of experience coming back now, and that just helped us out in game one.
Yeah, and I think we didn't panic. Where a lot of teams would have panicked. We have guys who had been in those situations and understand what it takes. And I don't think we didn't panic at all, and we were able to get back in the flow of the game. And then as we got some of our guys with less experience got more comfortable in that setting, then we played pretty well, minus the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game.
And then another thing about this year that I really love is that we can actually score the ball this year. To those who have actually been going to all the games, which is very awesome, we're pulling already more people than we were last year. And I think part of that is because we've been scoring the ball so well this year. I mean, we're averaging like 66 points, 65 points a game, or just something crazy stupid compared to last year where we weren't cracking 30.
Right.
I thought you were about to force another joke right
Force
there.
what, dude?
No, but it's a lot of fun when, I mean, not a huge fan of defense, obviously. So
no one is.
I've noticed that trend so far through 5 games.
It's just fun when you can just outscore them. And
oh yeah, because we do everything well. We run the floor, and then we get in the half court, and we can break down a defense. And it really, because last year we could not do that.
No, last year we were forcing everything.
We're stagnant.
We didn't have many assists. We didn't our scoring wasn't really moving the ball around. It's a lot more fun to play on.
Yeah, we do move it around really well this year too. I mean, it's like spreading the love really well.
And I think that's one thing. If you go back and kind of look at our stats through the first 5 games, is we share the ball. We pass it extremely well. We're a very unselfish team, and we've done a really good job of passing up good shots and getting great shots. Well, when you make those plays, you're going to make more open shots, and I'd say that's a huge part of why we've scored more. Is we've got easy baskets. Our defense has been pretty good. We've been able to force some turnovers and get some easy stuff in transition. But then in a half court, we share the ball really well, and we've got guys who can make jumpers. And when you got that changes the complexion of the game.
For sure. And one thing you always preach to us in practice is we're always going to get the best opponents possible. It's never going to be a free game. Is there any opponents looking forward into January, February, I mean, even right here in December, that you're this is going to be a really big test for us?
I mean,
you probably don't even know what the schedule is, do you?
I can probably tell you a month in advance, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at our next 4 games, you go Heron, which is a rival game, and it's the first game of the conference. And then Saturday, you have a top 5 team in 1A. Next week, you have Goreville, which is a top 10 team in the state in 1A. And then you have Nashville, which started the season in the top 10 in 2A. That's a pretty significant 8-day stretch. So we'll learn a lot about ourselves before we go into the HT.
I think these next couple of weeks can be really telling. I think this can be a really good season for the team. But we are indeed running out of time, so we're going to have to wrap things up. Thank you, Coach Hawkins.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yep. Thank you, Colton, for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
So all listeners, come out to some games, support the guys, and it should be a great season of Carterville basketball. So thank you, guys.